Most people wake up and immediately check their phone. One message triggers stress, a social post sparks comparison, or an email sets the tone for anxiety. Before even getting out of bed, they're already in a reactive state. Sound familiar? The truth is, how you feel throughout the day isn't random. It's the result of emotional patterns deeply wired into your subconscious. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, more than 90% of your thoughts and feelings today are the same as yesterday. You're not just feeling emotions, you're reliving old programs. But here's the shift: you can change this. You can retrain your brain. You can elevate your energy. You can choose your emotional state. What if your mornings became sacred time, not just to prepare for the day but to rewire your emotions for peace, power, and purpose? Dr. Joe Vitale often says, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So ask yourself, who are you being emotionally every single day? In this video you'll learn 6 daily habits, rooted in neuroscience and vibration, that can help you reprogram your emotional blueprint. These are not complicated or time-consuming. They're simple shifts you can apply starting tomorrow morning. And over time they change everything. This is your invitation. To stop reacting and start creating. To stop surviving your emotions and start leading them. Because when you change your energy, you change your life. Have you ever noticed how quickly your emotions take over before you even realize it? Someone says something off and boom, anger, frustration, sadness. It's almost automatic. That's because it is. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that these reactions are not who we are. They're who we've practiced being. They are patterns wired into our subconscious through repetition. Every time you respond the same way, your brain reinforces a neural pathway, making it easier to react that way again. Over time, that becomes your emotional default. But here's the good news. The brain is neuroplastic. You can change those patterns. You can install new ones. And it begins with awareness and breath. According to Dispenza, the moment you become aware of a reaction without acting on it, you interrupt the pattern. The simple act of observing your emotion creates space. And in that space you have power. Joe Vitale calls this space the vibrational gap. The moment where you can choose a new frequency instead of repeating an old one. That's where transformation happens. Let's talk about breath. Breath is the fastest way to shift your emotional state. It's free, it's always with you, and it communicates directly with your nervous system. Michael Phelps, one of the most decorated athletes of all time, struggled with ADHD and depression. But before every race he used intentional breathing, not just to calm his nerves but to center his focus and shift his internal state. That's how he turned anxiety into mastery. Kobe Bryant, a legend on and off the court, introduced meditation and breathwork into his routine. With help from mindfulness experts, he trained not just his body but his mind to stay composed and emotionally neutral under pressure. His secret weapon? A calm nervous system. Actor and athlete Terry Crews shared how he once lived in cycles of explosive anger. It wasn't until he learned to pause, breathe, and reflect that he began to break free from those emotional loops. As he puts it, if you can't control your emotions will control you. So here's your first habit. Practice the pause. The next time you feel a reaction rising, pause. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Feel the air fill your lungs. Observe the emotion without judgment. Just watch it. This is not suppression, it's transformation. You are not your reactions. You are the awareness behind them. And with breath you reclaim your power. Now that you've interrupted the pattern of reactivity, it's time to ask, what are you really vibrating? Because the law of attraction doesn't respond to what you say. It responds to what you feel. You're not just thinking thoughts. You're transmitting a frequency with every emotion. And that frequency is shaping your reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that elevated emotions like gratitude, peace, and love create coherence between the heart and brain. In that state, your energy becomes magnetic. You begin to attract situations, people, and opportunities that match that elevated state. Joe Vitale teaches that when you align emotionally with your desires, you don't have to force outcomes. You become a vibrational match, and what you seek starts moving toward you. But how do you get to that emotional frequency, especially when life feels chaotic? The answer is presence. Meditation isn't about emptying the mind. It's about tuning into a higher state of being. It's about becoming the observer of your thoughts and choosing which emotional station you want to tune into. Sadhguru describes it this way: when your energy is balanced, your mind becomes still. And when your mind is still, clarity enters. Let's ground this with real people who've lived it. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential voices of our time, starts each day with silence and stillness. She uses meditation to return to her center before speaking to millions. Her presence on camera, it's not an act. It's a reflection of her inner state. Russell Brand, once consumed by addiction and emotional chaos, credits deep meditation with changing the direction of his life. He says the silence gave him a new identity, one rooted in peace, not pain. And Tom Brady, the most decorated quarterback in NFL history, uses mindfulness not just for focus but for composure. Before every game, he enters a mental zone of calm, clarity, and confidence. That's not just preparation, it's vibration. Here's your second habit: mindful tuning. Every morning, take 3 minutes. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Feel your breath. Ask yourself, what emotion do I want to live in today? Then feel it. Imagine it. Embody it even if your mind protests. This is how you change your frequency. Not by thinking harder but by feeling higher. Because when you live in an elevated emotional state, your reality begins to mirror that state. And what once triggered you loses its power. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. If your emotions are stuck in frustration, doubt, or fear, that becomes your energetic signature. And according to Joe Vitale, the universe doesn't deliver based on effort. It delivers based on frequency. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that your personality creates your personal reality. What you feel repeatedly becomes what you believe. What you believe becomes who you are. And who you are determines what you experience. So how do you change who you are emotionally? You build a new emotional identity. One habit at a time. Let's flip the script. Tony Robbins, before stepping on stage to thousands, doesn't just rehearse. He primes. He jumps, breathes rhythmically, visualizes success, and floods his body with gratitude. Why? Because emotions are contagious and he knows the audience feels his state before hearing his words. Brené Brown, renowned for her research on vulnerability, starts each day by grounding herself in emotional courage. She doesn't armor up, she breathes deeply and reminds herself, I am enough. It's not just mental, it's vibrational alignment. Robin Sharma, author of the 5 a.m. Club, says the first hour of your day is the platinum hour. It's when your subconscious is most open. He recommends silence, movement, and reflection to code your mind with calm and clarity before the world interferes. Here's your third habit: identity priming. Each morning, take 10 minutes to create the emotional version of yourself you want to be. Not through wishful thinking, but through practice. Step 1. Move your body. Shake off the old energy. Step 2. Close your eyes and feel the emotion you want to live in. Confidence, peace, joy. Step 3. Say it out loud. This is who I am now. Dispenza explains that repetition of elevated emotions rewires your brain and conditions your body to experience the future before it arrives. Vitale adds that when your inner vibration matches your desires, manifestation becomes effortless. This isn't about pretending. It's about pre-living your best self, before the world tempts you back into the old one. You may feel resistance at first. That's normal. As Jim Quick says, the brain is a supercomputer and your self-talk is the program it runs. Speak life into your mornings, because the version of you who reacts is familiar. But the version who responds, with peace, clarity, and intention, is who you came here to become. And it all starts before the sun rises. Every day you have a choice. You can wake up and relive the emotions of yesterday, stress, doubt, irritation, or you can decide to feel something new, something higher. That choice starts with awareness. It grows with repetition, and it becomes transformation through intention. You've just learned 6 powerful habits that don't just shift how you feel. They shift who you are becoming. You've practiced the pause, learned how to breathe through the noise and interrupt old reactions. You've tuned into new emotional frequencies through mindful stillness. And you've started crafting a new identity each morning. One that reflects your highest self, not your history. This is not about perfection. It's about progressive alignment. Dr. Joe Dispenza reminds us, when you change your energy, you change your life. Joe Vitale adds, manifestation flows when your vibration and your vision are one. Let this be the moment where you stop chasing emotional peace and start becoming it. Let your mornings be sacred. Let your breath be your anchor. Let your energy speak louder than your words. You're not here to repeat the past. You're here to create the future. One breath, one thought, one elevated emotion at a time. If this message resonated with you, share it forward. And if you're ready to keep growing, subscribe, hit like, and join this movement toward conscious creation. Your new life isn't waiting. It's already inside you. Well, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. Like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.